Hi kids, this is Marty, and we are going to have a great balance class. It's pretty exciting because balance, 1 out of 3 over 65 fall every year. That's a lot, and you can really hurt yourself, you know? So this is like so exciting that, we start with a warm-up, but then we keep teaching and teaching and teaching about how can I prevent a fall? What can I do to prevent a fall? And I'm teaching this in 7 different senior centers, and the people keep coming, which is really great. So practicing what you can do to prevent a fall is the most important thing to do. So if you can watch this video a few times and practice, then you'll be ready. Because a fall can always happen at any time. And falling sometimes can be embarrassing, you know. My mom fell in front of a mailbox. And so a man came over and said, "Can I help you?" And she went, "Nope, just looking for my mail." And that's the way it is with falling. You feel kind of weird and funny. But these are 2 sticks. They are not, 4 sticks like the dog or the cat. We're only living on 2 sticks. All the body weight in the top is moving on 2 sticks. So I'm going to step to the side for a minute. So I'm going to ask you a question and see if you can answer it before I get going. So I'm going to warm up in that chair for a second, because if everybody would get a chair, that would help out, all right? So why do we use the chair? Basically, we use the chair because this is exciting. From 50 to 100 is a senior. So some people could use the chair all the time. Some people don't need a chair, but always have the chair nearby in case I'm doing something where you have to hold on, okay? Now, a nice chair with no arms would be good, but if you don't have the no arms, anything is good, okay? All right, here's my question. This is the $1 million question, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about it. If I started to fall backwards, what would you do? You're thinking about it? If you started to fall backwards, what would you do? Now, most people say, grab something. But if there's nothing there, what would you do? Are you still thinking? So one guy said he'd grab his wife. That's not nice. There's nobody there, and there's nothing to hold on to. What would you do if you started to fall backwards? Most people get scared and do what? This, or they do this. Their arms get straight. You got me? The main thing you do when you start to fall backwards is put your foot back. Did you get that? Let's say that again. If you start to fall backwards, put your foot back. So try to put your foot back now and turn your toes out a little bit. Now right here is excitingly more stable than right here. Do you see it? Try it with me again. If I started to fall backwards, I put my foot back. Now look at that. Front leg is holding you up. And even when you move to the back, your beautiful little glute is holding you up. So move forward, feel the front leg. Move back and feel what? The glute. So that's pretty exciting. If I started to fall backwards, I'd put my foot back. Okay, so we're moving on. If I started to fall forward, I'd put my foot where? Forward. Do you have it? Yeah, this is pretty exciting. Okay, so if I started to move forward, I put my foot. Now look at that same triangle is going to help you. I don't even know what to say. It's so exciting because I want to tell you, this cannot help you. 2 sticks, you know? So I want to fall forward. I put my foot there. I put my arms up like this, not this. If you do this and you fall, you're going to break your wrist, and I've had people tell me about breaking their shoulder. You come down 3 times your body weight when you fall. Go ahead, multiply that. So say I'm 100 pounds. Then it would be 300 pounds I'd fall on my wrist. Isn't that something? So if I started to fall backwards, everybody come on with me, foot back. If I started to fall forward, what would I do? Foot forward. Excellent. I'm going to move the chair a little bit and then I'll move it back, okay? So Let's go to the second part. If I started to fall sideways, usually people go, oh no. And what would you do if you fell sideways? Break your hip? Yeah. So you go in the direction of the fall. So if I started to fall sideways, I would take my foot out, just like I did for the other two positions, right? You ready? Let's take it out there. Go. Now feel the stability. You with me on this? Can you feel it? That's very stable. Let's try that again. Leg out. All right. You got it? Now say you could not get your leg out in time. You with me? So some of you may be holding on to the chair when you're doing these, okay? You're going back. You got me? You're going side. You may need to hold that chair. Some of them are just listening to me. I understand that. But later on, when you have a chance, try it out. If you can't get your leg out, you're so frantic that you can't get your leg out, you don't want to fall from way up here. If I fell from here and hit my head, that can cause what? A neck injury and a spinal cord injury and trauma to the brain. So we don't want to fall as high as we are, which I'm all the way to 5'1". I'm really big. You want to get as close to the floor as you can. And that would be a squat. So if I came down to this position where my knees are bent, then look at that padding back there. Look, it's big. Look at that padding. You're going to fall either backwards on your little butt or you're going to fall on your forearm. A forearm is better than the wrist or the shoulder. So let's try. 4 times we're going to go in a squat. Ready? 1. Oh my goodness, look. 2. You got it? 3. Hold this one. Now you know you need to squat anyway during the day. I know you know that, right? You got it? So this is pretty good, huh? So you now know the answer to the question. What should I do if I started to fall backwards? Put my foot back. What would I do if I was falling forward? Foot, yep. What would I do if I fall sideways? Yep. And what would I do if I couldn't get my leg out? Squat. It's pretty exciting, huh? I bet you didn't even know all that stuff. I'm telling you, people never know the answer to that question. So I'm going to sit in the chair for a minute. Why? Well, I got to talk about circulation. There are a number of reasons why a person would fall. One would be that they got up in the middle of the night. You with me? They've been laying down a long time, and they go to get up, and they can barely get their legs going, so they fall back on the bed. You got me on that? You want to move these feet and get the circulation going before you get up. But also, in all of my classes for seniors, we start in the chair, we go behind the chair, we do some exercises in the chair, and we go behind the chair. We're using the circulation right now. So, you see this movement? Now, start to march. Now, I'm picking up the foot. I also do a osteoporosis prevention class, so that would mean that you need to do some weight bearing, right? Now, arms are 30% of my work, so if I'm running my arms and running my legs, I'm really putting circulation in my body. You want to find out how? I'll show you. So this is how. You ready? You are going to notice this. We're going to do 4 sets of 8. It's pretty exciting. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be a teeny bit tired just because you got the circulation going in your body. Circulation means that the brain is going to get what? Circulation. The greatest news now on memory loss is that if you did 15 minutes of cardio exercise like we just did, 5 days a week, you would prevent memory loss. That's it's so exciting. There's plaque on the brain, so when you exercise cardiovascularly, you remove some of the plaque. That prevents memory loss. Are you with me? It's pretty exciting. Now, I'm going to get up in a minute, but I want to talk about your shoulders, and we're going to talk about posture, okay? So posture. If I'm rounded my shoulders like this and my back is like this, when I go to get up, I'm going to probably be bent this way. So if I started to fall, which way would I go? Right. Okay. We're going to start in the chair, and we're going to go behind the chair and do some work. So here's the posture. Ready? Posture is a big reason why. Now, I never want to see you rolling forward. Why don't you want to roll forward? Because you're already forward, right? You don't want to aggravate the problem. You want to roll backwards. Can you see it? Roll backwards. So this is the beginning of good posture. Yada, 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 yada. Come on, you can do it. Roll. Let's do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's this? 8. Aha. Okay, now some of you may be sitting way back on the chair and rounding your back. Again, that's going to cause, if you're watching the Hallmark Channel and it's July and they're doing Christmas shows and you've been sitting there for hours like this, you're really causing a lot of problems for the posture, right? So we're going to go straight up. Uh-oh. Shoulder over hips. Let's hear it. Shoulder over hips, not rounded. See me sideways? Not what? Rounded. I'm what? Shoulder over hips. Roll those shoulders back. You look younger already, I can tell. Okay, you have all that? So that's the beginning. We're going to get up and do some more for that work, okay? But while I'm getting you warmed up here, let's take the left and right leg up again. What are some of the other reasons for a fall is you don't drink enough water and you get dehydrated, yes, and you end up in the emergency ward and they give you an IV and send you home. Yada, yada? Yeah. So not having enough fluid will also cause dizziness. New medications can sometimes cause dizziness. You with me on this? Yeah? All kinds of, I go into people's homes and we survey the areas to see what was not good for balance, okay? So scatter rugs. If you don't have handles in the tub area, yeah, and not the suction handles, no suction ones. Those can come off. You need to get some nice guy to drill in a beautiful handle in your bathroom, okay? Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of reasons for falling, but I'm going to show you something, and I'm known to be a kind of a pain in the neck. But some of you, when I say get out of the chair, may be doing this. I got it, Marty. I got it. Okay. Oh, yep. Oh, I'm up. But that's going to be a problem. You got to get out of that chair, okay? So there are people that do this. Yep, and yep, and yep. And that's not good either. That's not a good one. If your little butt is way back on the chair, you have to lean forward to get up. You got me? Like that. See that? Look at that move. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes you have handles on your chair, and sometimes you don't. You don't want to be way back when you go to get up. You want to be forward, away from the back of the chair. Feet flat. You have that? Feet what? Flat. Knee and ankle lined up. You don't want to put your feet behind your knees because you'll hurt your knees when you're getting up. So I have this wonderful story. This lady, she writes me a letter. She goes, Marty, I went outside. I was so proud of myself. I got the ladder. I changed the light in the foyer there, in the porch when you're coming in. I came in the house, and I was so proud of myself. I plopped into my chair, and she broke her back. So plopping, it's a disease. Please don't plop. You see that plop? You don't know how much pressure you're putting. And remember the 3 times the body weight? We want to have some control here. So getting in and out of a chair in the correct way also makes you feel better when you go out, My mom, I always make fun of her. She's gone, God bless her. She wore, the little navy blue pants. And when you went into the restaurant, I had to hold the pants as we dragged her over to the side of the... Okay, anyway. So here we go. Knee over ankle, yeah? If I put my elbows out and push down, when you say the word up, you really are not using up muscles. You are pushing down into the ground in order to get up, okay? So getting up is really important because I've seen people, I'll say in my classes, get up, and I'll see somebody go rock when they're getting up. That's not going to work because you could rock what? Forward and backwards. We don't want that. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways to get up. This one is push down on the legs, pull in the abs. And I'm going to count to 4 and get up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stand and lean a little bit shoulder over hips. Don't lean forward and don't lean backwards. So that's one way. Push down, and on number 4, get up. You want to do it with me? 1, 2, 3, push. You got it? I know, I make it look easy. Here's the second way that a lot of people can use because it's too difficult. Their legs have gotten too weak, okay? You turn sideways on the chair. There's a V right here. You see it? And some of you are saying, well, I don't have enough room. You can put one hand on the corner of the chair, one on the leg. Do you have this? Yes, yes? One on the corner, one on the leg. And this V position and this arm position is actually easier than the first one I showed you. So let's go down on 4. 1, 2, 3, push. That one I've seen people be able to do much easier. Want to try it one more time? If you wanted to hold to the back, you could, but it's really not good for your shoulder, okay? 1, 2, 3, push. Yeah, yeah? There's the last one is that if you put your hand on the V and push, but I don't like that one too much either. So you've got 2 different methods. When you get up, my friends, don't lean forward and don't lean backwards, okay? Get in control of the foot. All right, so let's go behind the chair. Behind the chair. You got it? Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm going to talk about posture again. So what I say about your shoulders, I don't want them what? Rounded forward. I want to round what? Backwards. Put your fingers on the chair. So shoulders are over your hips. This is getting exciting. And you're going to come up on your toes and come down. Now you've lifted up. You're putting some pressure on the foot to work a little harder, and you're maintaining the shoulder, yeah, to waist hips. Got it? Okay. Perfect. Now, it's been a couple of minutes. I'm going to ask you a question. What do you do if you start to fall backwards? What is the answer? Put your foot what? Back. Yay. Wow. Let's do the left leg. Push your foot back. Wow. All right. What would you do if you started to fall sideways? Whoa. What would you do if you started to fall sideways? Look at that. What would you do if you couldn't get your leg out? Did you remember? Practice this. That's how the stuntmen and the gymnasts learn, are you with me? How to do what they do. They practice how to fall. Last one. Yay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to now take the chair away a little bit and kind of show you a couple more moves. Now, those who need the chair, don't take it away. Stay behind it, okay? So if they yell fire, and you are going to the exit with everybody else, and this has happened more often than we think. When you get towards the exit, everybody's behind you. If your 2 feet are together, they're going to push you what? Over. You see me? They're going to push you over, and this is dangerous because you have a crowd of people. So what are you going to do? You're going to put that foot out and the other foot back, and you're going to walk with 1 foot forward. You see it? Now when they go to push you, you're going to be pushing into this leg. Got me? So this saved somebody after they took my class once, and she said, thank you, Marty. So I want you to remember that. The second thing is, the most important thing about falling is you probably are walking, but you're thinking about something over there. You got me on this? Something over there. You're not paying attention to what's on the floor or in front of you. I have 2 cats and a dog smaller than the cats. You got me? Or there's some rug there that shouldn't probably be there, right? Scatter rugs are a little dangerous, right? So what do you want to do? you have to think about this, okay, my friends? If I'm walking forward and I'm thinking, I got to get over there, I got to get that done, I got to go get the milk, I got to go get the phone, and I'm not paying attention to the floor, yeah, you with me? I could trip, right? So watch me trip. I'm walking, I start tripping, and what happens? I end up going forward. You see that traveling? It's called traveling. Now your body weight is going what? Forward. Traveling, traveling, traveling. Yeah. And then what happens? You go down. So this is what we have to learn, my friends. How can I stop a tripping fall? Okay? So let's say we're walking. I'm walking. Now, I start walking, and then I suddenly hit a thing and I'm tripping. What do? Take my leg out. Aha. So that leg out it saves your life. Okay? You with me? Walking, trip, 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 leg out. So let's count 4 walks, okay, 3 trips, and the leg out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, trip, 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 stop. And get those arms up, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, trip, 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 stop. Okay? So you need to practice. And, you know, someone in the class last week, every time when someone comes to my class, they say, anybody have trouble this week? And sometimes they tell me about they didn't fall because they did this, or they did fall, and this is what happened. So that everybody's teaching each other. Okay, you with me on that? Yeah. So let's put things together now. Okay, you ready? So if I started to fall backwards, foot back. Let's bring this leg out over here. If I started to fall forward, foot out. If I started to fall sideways, if I couldn't get my leg out, and if I started to trip, walk, trip, 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 stop the fall. Yay! Stand tall so you don't fall. All right, stand tall. So this is posture. Watch me. I'm pushing back on my legs. That's called hyperextension. If my knees are locked together and I'm pushing beyond the center, what's happening is my hips are forward. You see that? My hips are what? Forward. Now, I'm not able to stand up at this point, okay? In order to change that, I want to bend my knees and tilt my pelvis this way, abs in. All right? Let's do it wrong way, right way. Do it with me. Okay, you ready? If you're behind the chair, you can do it, okay? So wrong way is leg pushing back, butt out. And then right way is abs in, butt tight, knees bent. Try it again. Wrong, right. Wrong, right. How you doing? Wrong, right. Give me one more. Wrong, right. So the greatest thing is to notice yourself, okay? You want to see yourself in a mirror. Oh, I didn't know I was coming forward. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Very rarely you see somebody walking like this. Very rarely. Okay, but there's always a few. Most people have ended up rolling their shoulders and walking forward. And that makes the fall easier to fall that way. Okay? You got me? All right. So that's that. Now we have posture. So I rolled my shoulders, abs are in, butt's tight, knees bent. Stay that way for a week. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. Okay? Okay. All right. Get behind the chair. Let's do it. Okay. Hold the chair. Now I'm going to pick up my right knee. You got it? And I'm putting weight in my left leg. Okay? So that's weight bearing on my left leg. I'm holding the chair for dear life. I want to see if I can just say hey and hold that leg up. Want to try it? Hey! And then you put it down. I'll come over to the side a little bit. You want to see it? Up with the knee. Hold it. And if you can say hey and hold it for 2 seconds, so this time we're going to say hey one more time. Hey! Good. Now we're going to count to 2. If a person is able to, like, if you ended up starting to fall and kicked your leg out and you could hold it for 1, 2, you'd be less able to fall. If you can't hold anything any amount of time, you're more apt to fall. Okay? So let's take the leg up. Ready? You're going to say 1, 2. I'm with you. Ready? 1, 2. Aha. Say aha. And then say 3. Oh, no, we're getting over the edge now. What do you got? 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to the other side. Usually one hip is higher than the other. Okay, usually. And if you watch yourself, you may be turning one foot out all the time. That's how people try to kind of keep themselves from falling. They turn one foot out. Yeah? Maybe. Not you? No? Pick up this leg. Hold the chair. All I have to do is say, hey. Ready? You got to hold the chair first, though. Now what? Hey. Put it down. Hold the chair. Pick up the knee and say 1, 2. 1, 2. Down. Okay? Now, pick it up. Hold that chair. Count for 3. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Say what? Yay. All right. So we've learned a lot in a small amount of time. We've learned a lot in a small amount of time. You with me? Yes or no? Yeah? The wider your legs are, the more stable you are. So can you see me? I'm going to go with the chair. You can stay right behind that chair. I'm just moving because I'm afraid you can't see me, okay? So wide legs are more stable. I want you to start rocking. 1, 2. Now, if I had my feet together and I rocked, what would happen? Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. 1, 2. Can you feel it? And sometimes I do a lot of movements like this in class. People that dance, they are less apt to fall. Why is that? Well, they're doing all of these moves. They're going forward, cha-cha-cha, forward, cha-cha-cha. They're turning sideways. So dancers very rarely fall as they get older. So maybe we should take up dancing. What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Rock, rock. Can you feel the rock? This is a good thing to do. You're at the kitchen. You just, I don't cook, but it's probably, you guys could do it while you're cooking. No? You could do it while you're at the grocery store. I see some of you people at the grocery store. You know what I see? Not standing, walking with the cart. It's this. And you're pushing the cart, and your butt is out. And then they see me in the grocery store, and they go, hi, Marty. I already saw that butt, 2 aisles down. So you want to do anything you can, whenever you can, in order to what? Stay from falling. And practicing this is not helping. So rocking. Are you rocking? So I'm going to rock 3 and then stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. I want to get solid in my mind. I don't want to be a little old person doing this. No, I'm 70, but, I forgot to tell myself. Okay, 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, stop. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, stop. This is great practice. Now, right foot forward, left foot back. 1, 2, 3, stop. See it? You are getting your body to do things that it hasn't done for years. Yada, yada? Okay. We're going to let it push out. Okay, left leg out. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Got it? 1, 2, 3, stop. Whoa, perfect. I love it. All right, so I'm going to have you go sit in the chair for a minute, and then I'm going to get up and talk about stairs. If you have stairs, yeah. Stairs, okay. So if you hold your arm out, and this was a hose, the water would run to the end, right, to come out. If you bend the hose, there's a kink. What happens? It doesn't run to the end, correct? Same thing with your circulation. If you are always kinked up, so right now I'm seated, so I've stopped circulation from my hip into my legs because my body weight is here. My knees are bent, so I've stopped circulation to my calves. My foot is ankled, right? So I've stopped circulation to my foot. During the day, can you get as much circulation going? This will help balance, it will help your heart, everything, okay? So we're sitting way back in the chair, pick up the legs, we're gonna point and flex, point and flex. Seriously, I would do this every day. I would roll your shoulders at least 8 times a day backwards, right? And I would get the circulation up. Yada, yada. Okay. So now we're talking about something that you probably don't want to hear about. You need strength in the body in order not to fall. Strength. So if a person is using all of their back muscle to hold them up, they don't have any what? Abs. They don't have core strength. Yeah? If your legs get so tired so fast, you don't have leg strength. So that also can stop your fall. Getting strength. Okay, you with me? Getting strength. Okay, so what are we going to do for strength? Very easy things. Very, very easy things, okay? I'm going to go away from the back of the chair. I just showed you circulation. Obviously, I could talk forever. And I want you to do this. Come on, get this going. Now, if you lifted straight up, these muscles here in the quads would work, okay? So let's do a couple of these and then go straight up. So that's going to add. If you're in a plane or a car for a long period of time, run your legs so you get circulation, okay? So circulation is another story. But let's talk about core strength. Let me show you. Roll your shoulders back. I don't want to see this anymore. This is, or this. Drink, cigarette. No. It's wrong. Okay, roll backwards. You got it? All right. If I sit straight, watch me, kids, and pick up my right foot, pay attention to what you feel right here in your ab above that leg. That's strength. You're going to feel the muscles in your quad. I mean, it's a simple exercise, but you could be sitting in church doing this. Lift up, pull here. I have a nun in my class, and I have to be good every time. She says she prays for me every day. I can imagine she must. Take it down, lift up, hold it. Can you feel it? Feel that muscle? Look at that. That's amazing. And then pick up this one. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, I think it's exciting. Now, you can make it a little bit more, and of course I know you want to. You take your arms out, you pull your elbows back, and you lift it up a little higher, and that's exciting. And then kick out. Aren't you excited? And by now you're going, oh my goodness, because that quad is pretty weak. Pick it up. Quad. What does quad mean? It means 4. Yeah? Push out. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. If your quads are weak, your knees are overworked. Pick up your leg and pull in. This is your hamstring. It's very strong. It's the only muscle that you're using while you're trying to walk forward, okay? So we work on the quads. We work on the abs. This is the core. If I reach to the side of the chair and I don't fall off, that means you have some muscle. I'm excited, aren't you? So reach to the side and lift up that leg and just say, Marty, don't make it worse. Can you feel the core muscles working? Okay. So you need core muscles, leg muscles, yada, yada. Okay, come on. You got it? All right, there we go. We're going to roll backwards. Are you rolling? Oh, my goodness. I'm rolling. So let's put this all together. You ready? Pick up the leg, hold it. Kick it out, hold it. Good. Pick up the leg, hold it. Kick it out, hold it. You still got your arms back, yeah? Yeah. All right. If you bend over, you'll stretch your back. You always keep your chin up. So what is another thing that would make you fall? If you went from the head down to picking it up quick, it would make you dizzy because most of the time you're looking down. So that quick movement of that would make you dizzy. So if you're in the kitchen, I'm going to get up again. You don't have to. You're in the kitchen, you want to get to the top shelf, and you look quickly, what happens? Lady last week said she was on a small stool trying to get to the top shelf, and she looked up and she got dizzy and she fell right off of that stool. Yeah, not a good idea. So if you're trying to get something on the top shelf, say after me, I'm up first, look second. Do not look up and reach at the same time. I'm up first, what? Look second. Okay, you got it. All right, I'm going behind the chair again, but you can sit in the chair if you want. I'm going to now teach stairs, so if you want to sit in the chair and watch me, you can. Some people still have stairs, some people do not. And I don't know that it's a good idea to never use stairs, because you run into places where there's stairs and you're in big trouble, okay? Everybody say UG, which is up with the good, and then down with the bad, DB. UG, DB, up with the good. So at 48, I was teaching gymnastics, and I was running the vault because I teach by showing, and the mat slipped. So I took out 7 injuries in my right knee. So it has a lot of arthritis, okay? So up with the good. So I'm going to step up that step with the good leg, and then bring the bad leg with me, okay? You got me? Yes? So down with the bad. So I'm going to step out with my bad leg and then bring the other one with me. So now I've come to a place where there's no railing. I'm at a curb. I have to step up on that curb. There's no railing. And I try to do this. See me? Or I'm coming off a curb and I'm doing this. Yeah? 2 reasons you could fall. Anytime you come to a curb with no railing, turn sideways. Yeah? The sides of your legs also includes the front of your legs. In this position, it's only the front of your leg. In this position, you have tensor fascia muscles, quads, glutes, and hamstrings. You step up with the side, and if you come to the curb and you have to get down, you go down with the side. Got me? When you get to a curb with no railing, up with the side and down with the side. Okay? If you are going down the stairs, I'm going to ask you this question. Let's see what you're going to tell me. You're holding the laundry basket and you're going to the cellar to do the laundry. And you're walking. Should you be doing that? Absolutely not. If you're holding a laundry basket, you can't see your feet. If you started to fall, you have no railing. Never carry a laundry basket down the stairs like that, okay? A fall from the top of the stairs down is usually got major injury or death to it. It's not worth it. You with me? So you should have a railing. If you don't have a railing, call today to get one. You have at least 1 railing, okay? Now, here's the easiest way to get your laundry down. Put it in a laundry bag or a black plastic bag and throw it down. One lady said she just throws each piece down. No, don't do that. Put it in a laundry basket and throw it down. When you get down there, you take it to the laundry. Put it back in to drag it up. Okay? Yada yada? Otherwise, I have collapsible laundry baskets. They're very soft rubber. They have handles so that I can put my laundry in them, close them, hold the railing, and walk down. And they're, they have them at Walmart. They have them a lot of places, okay? I have a small one for some, these clothes, and then I have a bigger one for towels, okay? So stairs are very dangerous, very, very, very dangerous, okay? If you're not a person that feels secure on stairs, I would walk down sideways. Hold the railing. Okay, you with me? You have to take this foot back a little bit and this foot front, because your 2 feet will probably not fit on the stair, okay? Hold the railing, step down. If you're tired coming up, go up the stairs sideways. Yeah, yes, yes, yes? Okay, come on, you can do it. So stairs are very dangerous. I want you to remember that. So we've gone over a lot of material, but hopefully you will see this again and you'll practice and you'll remember. Some of these things, it's a joke with me, but it can be more important than a colonoscopy. You don't want to fall. You don't want to fall, okay? Osteoporosis, if you fell, you're going to break something automatically, yeah? Okay. So let's go review some things. And I have a lot more to say, but, I'm sure you'll see me again. You never know. The main thing is posture, yeah? Need some water. My mom, let's make fun of my mom again. When I get to, wherever I'm going, and she sees me, she's going to go, Marty, your calming routine on me was too much. My mom had you remember this, shrimp cocktail glass was her water glass. You remember the shrimp cocktail in that little glasses that went like this? That was her water glass. And she would say, Matt, bring me an ice cube. Huh? You need more water than that. So in the morning, I get a pitcher, fill that water up with whatever kind of water you want, yeah? Leave it on the counter. It should be gone by night. If it's not, you're not drinking enough, okay? Don't worry about the 8 ounces of 8 glasses of, yeah. And coffee and tea are diuretics. They're not, and you can't count them as water. No, because they take fluid out of your body. If you have to go to a wedding, drink a lot of coffee and tea and then get into your dress or pants or whatever. All right, let me sit down 1 second and then we're going to go over everything, all right? So when you, during the day, think about it. I don't think anything has to be difficult. During the day, when you wake up in the morning or you wake up in the middle of the night, run your legs to get the circulation going. Okay, you with me? Run your legs to get the circulation going and then get up. I'm going to tell you of one fall, only a couple of these times. This woman came back to her bed after she went to the ladies' room, and she plopped on the bed, but she missed the bed and hit the floor and broke her back. Turn around and look to see if something's there, okay? So if you come here and you get off of that chair and you just back up, it may not be there or you'll hit it and hurt yourself, okay? So she didn't look. She got to the bed and she thought it was the bed and she went down. So make sure you turn around and look. So if I stood up like this and talked to you, I turn, look, and down. Sometimes a little man, I know who he is, he comes along and takes your chair. Okay, so you get up in the morning or you get in the middle of the night, you're running your legs. Okay, you get up and you move. So then during the day, you're watching television. You can do this, 4 sets of what? 8. Okay, that's great circulation. Roll your shoulders at least 8 times a day. I would say 3 times 8. You need to change this. You need to change this, okay? You need to roll what? Backwards. Okay, roll backwards. You got that? What else do you need to do besides roll backwards? You need to what? Pick up this leg, feel the muscle, pick this leg up, feel the what? Muscle. All right, you need to get out of a chair. And I don't want to get out like this, and I don't want to get out leaning forward, and I don't want to get out with my toes backwards. Well, how do we want to get out? There's the 2 ways, remember? Hands on, push down on number 4. 1, 2, 3, I'm up, yeah, and I'm making sure that I'm not rocking. Or the second one is go to the corner of the chair, 1 hand in the corner, 1 hand on the leg, 1, 2, 3, push. Very nice, very nice. Okay, my friends, now we're going to review how not to fall, and then I'm going to leave you, but I'll be back. So I'm going to put the chair over to the side so we can go over it. What was the first thing we learned? Remember that question? If I started to fall backwards, what would I do to stop the fall? I know you know. Put the foot what? Back. Feel the stability. Feel it. You just saved your life. Let's use this leg. What would I do if I started to fall forward? Put your foot out. What would I do if I started to fall sideways? What would I do if I couldn't get my legs out? Get as close to the floor as possible. Yes? What would I do if I started to trip over something? Trip, 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 leg out. Got me? Trip, 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 leg out. Perfect. What would I do if, are you with me on this? I got to a curb outside. I would come up sideways and down sideways. Yeah? Everybody got all this? It's pretty exciting. What is the most important thing about your posture? Shoulder over hips, knees slightly bent, abs in. Got me? Shoulder where? Abs what? Knees what? You got all that? Okay, my friends. So there's a lot more we could talk about, but I teach a program of how to get off the floor if you fell, okay? I've had people, that I've worked with in my life, and this is a very safe way. I don't, not sure if I have enough time. I'm going to do it quickly here in case I don't have time to do it for you again. If I started to fall, I'd end up really on my butt or the front. And what would I do? Check and see if anything's broken. If you're married, he'll come looking for you. You know what I mean? If it's him, you probably won't look because he's always hungry. So most people end up falling, and you got to check and see if anything's broken. I can't go through the whole thing today, but if something's broken, you have to what? If it's a broken hip, 1 foot, both arms until take your shoe off, bang the door, do what you have to do to get. You don't want to stay there a long time. So quickly, I'll show you this. Most people do this and they don't have the strength to get up, so they end up getting in trouble. You with me? The commercials where they yell, "I've fallen and I can't get up," but you can. Not everybody, but a lot of people can. So I'm going to show you what to do. If you've fallen and you can't get up, you roll over on the stomach. You don't want to put your hands out here because you can't get up. You put your fist to your elbow, go on your knees, crawl to the nearest thing that is level with your waist. So everybody do this. Fist to shoulder. Don't put your arms out. Fist to shoulder. So you just see it again quickly? Okay, down, push, bring your knees up, put your hands up, crawl to the nearest place that is level with your waist. So if I'm in the bathroom, it's and a lady wrote me a letter, put the seat down, because she didn't put the seat down, her hand fell in. Oh no. Okay, put the seat down. You cannot be way back here because you'll have trouble getting up. You have to get as close to the chair, the couch, the toilet, the fence, the car bumper. Stay very close. Ready? One leg out, and you pivot up. It doesn't take strength. You're actually pivoting, okay? You pivot. So lay down, roll over, fist to here, crawl to the nearest place that is a chair. If you fall, do not help anybody that falls, because you can hurt yourself and them. You can hurt them. How can you do that? Well, if I fell and my friend took my hands in the front, she could hurt her back, or she could drop me and hurt my back. If she got behind me and tried to push me up, she could hurt her back, right? And drop me, and I hurt my back. So you have to say to people, Marty said I can't help you. And ask them for a chair, okay? All right, I'm going to go now. But please take the information. If nothing else, just practice putting that foot behind you, okay? Practice that. And if you practice it every day, if you suddenly come on a situation where you're going like this, your brain will hit it. It will find it. So in the beginning, I asked you the question, what happened? You didn't know the answer. You just went like this. Put my hand down. No, none of that, okay? So I'm happy that you invited me into your living room today, and I'll probably see you again. Bye, kids.